Hi everybody, welcome back. I am Angie. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to learn how to put ribbon on the Christmas tree. So if you want some tips and tricks on how to make your Christmas tree look the best it can look this holiday season, stay tuned. The first method I'm going to show you is with the wire all on one piece. It's not cut at all, and I just have it rolling on the floor behind me. So this is what we're going to start with. And all I'm going to do is, you can see it's wire ribbon. If you bend the edges, it holds that bend. We're just going to tuck it into the tree in the back, and we're just going to make loops, and we're going to continue to tuck them as they go. And I'll give you a better idea of what that looks like. Literally, I'm just shoving it into the tree. Make the loop whatever size you want it to be, shove it deep in the tree. And then you're just going to go around the whole top of the tree with this first layer. And I literally just have the ribbon rolling around at my feet. I am being careful not to step on it because I don't want it to get dirty. So when you're doing your second and third layers, you want to make sure that you're tucking the ribbon at a different point in the tree than where the first layer of ribbon is going. Otherwise, it's going to look like straight lines down your tree, and nobody wants that. Now, if you have kids or pets that get in the tree, this is not the best method for you unless you bend the branches to secure these where you're tucking them inside. We have a dog, but she doesn't go anywhere near the tree, so I'm not worried about that. And our kids and grandkids all know that they're not allowed to touch the tree. I will tell you that this is a process that you don't want to stop doing. Like, you can stop and take breaks, I don't mean that. But you're going to look at this and go, that looks like crap, and you're going to want to pull it all out. Don't pull it out. Do at least half of the tree so you can get a real idea of what it's going to look like before you pull it out, because this looks like a mess. But I promise you, I'm not going to touch any of this stuff. We're just going to keep going, and by the time we get down here, by the time I get to the end of this roll, this is going to look fantastic, I promise. It's the best advice I ever found was a woman who was a professional tree decorator who got to this point and said, don't stop here because you'll pull it out. And she was right, I would have. Christmas songs that we... This is a process that you can really play with and make your own. You can make the gap between each row of ribbons wider. You can make it smaller. You can make the loops bigger or smaller. This is a great method if you don't have a lot of ornaments, because you can really make the tree full with ribbon. You can use 2 or 3 different kinds of ribbon, just vary the width of them and layer them on top of each other. You can take the ribbon in different directions instead of just around and around like I'm doing with this process. Really, you can make this your own. Now, I will say my tree is not wobbly once everything is done. We purchased a more narrow Christmas tree last year to fit in the smaller space because of the townhome. So it looks like it's tippy, but I promise you it's not. It's pretty stable. But play with this, you guys, because this is a process that you cannot go wrong with. And I'll freeze frame this at the end so you can see what it looks like with the top half of the tree done. If you just keep going, it looks amazing. The stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk, and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we could stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas. And it's just as easy to take off the tree. Just pull it out, no problems. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. And it's that simple. Then I will just sit down with this bowl and a cup of coffee and a good movie, and I would just wind this back up. Okay, this is the second method, and this is the method that I use when I decorate my tree. I have cut all of these ribbons to the length of my arm, so from my shoulder to my fingertips, and I cut all of the ribbon all the same length, because that way I don't have to worry about grabbing the right length for the top versus the bottom or any of that. I just cut it all the same length. And you literally just tuck each end into the tree, just like you did with the ribbon that was all attached. But leave gaps. I start with one type of ribbon and I'll do 3 or 4 of one type of ribbon and then grab the second type of ribbon and then the third type of ribbon, and that way they're all evenly dispersed amongst the tree and I don't have all of the buffalo check on the top and the polka dots on the bottom or whatever. They're all evenly spread throughout the tree. And I like this method also because it's much easier to store the ribbon. You just pull them out, smooth them flat, lay them on top of a box that you're filling up, and you're done. Super, super simple. And again, you can tuck them in as far as you want to make smaller loops. You can pull them out to make larger loops. If you have a tree that's lopsided, the ribbon method is a great way of making it even because you can make the loops on one side a little bit bigger than the other and it gives the optical illusion that your tree is level. You can use more loops to hide gaps in your tree. You can do whatever you want and it really is just the easiest method ever. And this is what the tree looks like with just the ribbon and the lights. You can see I've left plenty of gaps, so there's plenty of room for lots of ornaments. And that's what I'm going to do next, is just add the ornaments to the tree. If you don't want ornaments on your tree or you don't have a lot of ornaments, just put more ribbon on the tree and put the ribbons closer together. And here's the finished tree. I didn't put as many ornaments on this year as I normally do because I really like the ribbon and I wanted the ribbon to be the star of the show. So I just filled out the tree, but I let the ribbons shine rather than cover the entire tree. And the Santa Claus topper on top. Ribbons add such a dimension to your tree, and when you have more than 1 or 2 types of ribbon, it adds even more depth and luxury to your tree, and it really is a very simple process. I hope this motivates you to add ribbon to your tree. Give me a picture over on Instagram. Let me see your Christmas tree this year. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk soon.